Hey guys, what's up? Zyperdan here, and I have basically done probably one of the stupidest thing ever. I have just recorded, well, I've just done this video once before, and I found out that my mic was plugged into my speaker jack, so I have to do it again. Basically what this tutorial is going to show you is how to make grass in Cinema 4D. Now this grass is actually really realistic for games, videos, if you want grass in your videos, I don't know why, but it is a really good way of generating grass quickly, and also it has a quite professional look to it if you have the right if you mess around with it a bit and do stuff with it, not sexual stuff with it obviously, but if you do stuff with it that's like makes it look better, then it can look really professional. But at the moment, like, this is just for, it's not the best looking grass, but it will do. Actually, I use it all the time for 3D modeling. So yeah guys, what you want to do first is you want to pull out whichever type of shape you want your grass to grow on. I'm just going to use a cube for now because, yeah, I'm just going to use a cube. What you want to do is make the height of it quite low, but you want to have the surface of it to be quite like spread out. Okay, once you've done that, what you want to do is click on the cube again, and you should see this thing called separate surfaces. You want to click on that because what it'll do is it'll separate each side, so you can pick a side individually, because you don't want grass growing on the each side of the thing. You just want it to grow on the side that's going to be shown on the surface, if that makes any sense. Then what you want to do is right click on the cube and go to make editable. That allows you to click each side easily. And then what you want to do is add your fair. Yeah, this does use fair, guys, if you are wondering. I wouldn't use hair because it's too thin. So go to simulation, hair objects. I wouldn't add hair, I'd add fair. I know this might be a bit overwhelming for you and it's a lot to take in, but just bear with me. Once you've added fair, you should automatically see a change in the cube on the side that you clicked, and make sure you have the top side clicked before you add the fair, otherwise it's going to grow on the wrong side. And I'm going to show you what you have to do to this to make it relatively realistic. So what you want to do is make sure you've got the fair clicked, and then on the attributes down here you want to change the count to at least 4,000. You want at least 4,000. Then change the length of it to around about 15. The randomize you want about 10 degrees, and the variation you want about 7. That makes it look quite realistic. And then what you want to do is add your fair. Well, no, change the colour of your fair, sorry. As you can see, this is the darker end down here, and this is the lighter end. What you want to do is change the darker end to be a darker green than the lighter end, if that makes any sense. So you'd have the dark green here, and then if we double click on the other colour, go to green, you want to make that relatively light but not too lime green. Yeah, so like that. Then what you want to do is, a lot of people have had problems with this specular. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think what it is when you have like a direct light above, it will bounce off, so it looks kind of plasticky, but you don't want that because it's grass, and grass doesn't really have like a bounce off effect on it from light. So you want to change we want to actually untick specular, so it just looks like a gradient going from dark green to light green. Once you've done that, what I recommend is, and this is what I do with all of mine, is get a dirt texture. You can find these on Google. Just put in dirt texture and it will come up. And once you have one of these textures, you just drag it onto the cube, and that'll give you, or that'll allow you to have some sort of texture underneath the grass. Then what you want to do is click on the actual texture of the cube that you've just dragged onto the cube and change it to cubic. That way it looks more real, the dirt looks more realistic and not stretched and distorted. And then check what it looks like. I'm just going to render this out. Yeah. It actually looks like a really decent, like it looks like well cut grass or well looked after grass. It doesn't look like that, I don't know, it looks like, not AstroTurf because that's not grass, but it looks like, what does it look like? It looks like kind of like golf grass or like well looked after lawn. But that's how you make grass, guys, in Cinema 4D. Now this is the quickest and most efficient way of making grass. I don't know any other ways to make it, I apologise, but this is the best way in my opinion. I do use it all the time for 3D modelling of houses and whenever I'm making, you know, other stuff. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this taught you something on how it actually made sense, and yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the tutorial.